So in this tutorial, we'll be looking at HTML tables. So to create a table, you declare the table tag. Then in HTML, basically we have three direct children of the table. So we have the table head, the table body, and the table foot. So to declare the table head, we use the T head. So what the table head does basically is that the table head gives us, okay, let's just say you want to write maybe you want to get some more info, or you are creating a table that you want to input people to say, and you have a first name, last name, and the probably the age or nationality. So it is with the help of this table here that you will write the name of what of the data you want to get. So inside the table we have a tag called table row. So now in the HTML, to write table, to set up a table, you have to put all the values in your table head in a row. In a row. So the first value will be here, next value will be here, as well as fourth. Now let's create what. So inside the table row, because this is the helper, we have the what they call the H, which stands for what? Table heading. Don't confuse yourself with the table head. This is what table head. This is what they call what? Table heading. So what does this one does is that it makes us write out each element that we want to have in in our table head. So let me just say in our table I want to have first name. Then the next one, let me just say I want to have last name, which is the surname. And the last one, let me say I want to have the age. Now when you contrast the same. So when you come to the browser, when you refresh, you find out that this table heading just work like what? Our H tag, our heading tag H1 to H6. So it will be what? Bold. Now you can see first name, last name, age. Why it is in row is because of this TR. So this one just declare that we are writing an heading. So and these are the adding what values. So we have the first name, the last name, and the age. Now the next thing, so let me write the comments to show you that this is the table head. Now the next one we'll look at inside the same table, we'll look at the table, sorry, no one, the table body. Control save. Now to declare the table body, you use the T body tag. You use the T body tag, like we use the T tag. Then the next thing you have is the T row, which stand for table row, just like we declared it in our. So inside the table row, we will now have, instead of having table heading here, we will have what they call table data, which is called TD. Okay, let's say the first name, let me just have John John, which is the first name. So every this your table heading, the first one is equivalent to the first value of your table data, the second one is equivalent to the second value of your table data, and the third one is equivalent to your third value of your table data. So you should take note of that so that you can know how you put your things. So the second table data, we have do. So and the last table data, which is the age. Let's say the age to 27. So you contrast to say. Now, when we reload this, we will find out that this John Doe will be thinner and light compared to this word table heading, just like our h1 tag and paragraph tag. So the table data are the values of our what that we put in our what in our table. So you refresh. Now what can you notice? The John is under the first name, then Doe is under the last name, and age is 27. Why? Because I told you the first one, the first value in our table is equivalent to the first value in our table data, and so on and so forth. So now let's write more content now. What? Okay, let me just copy this one. Let me just copy this one. Sorry. Let me just copy this one. You just copy it. So you control C to copy, then you come here, control V paste, that control V paste. So you control V paste again. Okay. Okay, I forgot to include, sorry. I forgot to include the closing tag here. I didn't copy the closing tag. Okay. See, okay, it has already closed, automatically closed. Put it here, see. So it's automatically closing. So you go here to drag it down because, okay. So yeah. So you come to save. Let's see what how the browser renders our code. Now what can we see? All the all the things we wrote is reflecting on the what on the browser. You can see. So the values we gave is reflecting on the browser. So you can change this one to maybe the that you come here. So and set date to 51. Let's change this one to for set the surname to Thomas. Set the age to 19. Sorry? Set the age to 19. Set the something. Mustafa. Then set the surname to let me set the surname to Malik. Sorry. Then set the age to 36. And you save. Now we'll see that we'll still get the same what thing. Can see. So we can see that our data helps us arrange our what our values that we want to put in the browser. So we can see that everything here, John, Peter, Paul, and Mustafa are first names of people, while the Doe, Pan, Thomas, Malik are the surnames of what of these people that have the first name. Then these are their ages respectively. So it is with the help of this what table. It's with the help of this table. So now we'll look at one more part of the table. So basically the table fruits. So we'll look at table fruits. Table. So to declare table fruits, we will use the word the T fruit. Then you what you come down, create your the table row because everything is a row. Now you put your table data. So everything you put in your table foot, it just means like maybe the last value, or let me just say, okay, let me just say the last value you want to put there. You can put anything inside. Let me just say the last value. Let me just put someone's name again. Let me just say Joshua. Set under, create under TD. Joshua Michael. Then let me set the age to 33. Control save. Now you see that we get the same thing as the table data. You can see the table foot just works like the table data, but just means that when you are using the table foot, you are inputting your what, the last value you want to put in the table. So that's what the table foot does. So now we'll be looking at something. Okay, let me go up. Sorry. Okay, let me go up. Now let's say for instance, now you can, not to forget, you can have more than one heading. So let me now say at the top of my heading, let me create a table row. Now let me just say I want to have just one table head here, and let me just call it um data. So you control C. Now come to the browser, refresh. You can see that this data is only allocated to this side. That means this side and this side needs to have their own what, table head, because we already have three table head. So that is why this one is drifted to this side alone. So now what you are going to do, if you want it to contain, if you want this one to be the heading for the entire table, so what you just need to do is come here, use the span, which means what, column span. Then you put the what, equals to sign. Then how many columns do we have? We have what, one, we have what, two, and what, three. So we have three columns. Just set the column span to 3. Then you control S to save. Now when you come to the browser, what will you notice? When you refresh, you find out that this data will be at the middle, because now it's serving as the what, the main header for the entire what, HTML page. Now come to the browser, refresh. Now what do you notice? Data is now what, at the what, middle. Data is now what, at the middle. So it's serving as, is working for what, both what, is working for both what, the entire what, HTML, the entire table. So now let's look for, let's look for the row also. Now let me come here. Let me say, let me come here. And I try to clean this 51. So control save. Let's see how the browser works. You can see that the 51 I click, I erase here is gone. But now let's say for instance I want this 27 to be for this John Doe and Peter Pan. So all you have to do is come here. Instead of me writing it twice, come here. So how many rows do we have here? 1, 2. So just say row span is also an attribute. Set it to what? How many? 2. Control S to save. Now what we notice that this 27 will be at the middle of this word, John Doe and Peter Pan. Refresh. Now what can you notice? The 27 shifted and is at the middle of what? 20, at the middle of John Doe and Peter Pan. So that's what we'll be touching on table. So we're manipulating table in our CSS class. So table is very, very interesting. If you want to put some content on your web page in the right what, position. So that's how about that. So all you have to do now is to create your what, an HTML page of this what, nature. So you create your own what, HTML table that has this what, the table head, the table row, the table body, the table foot, and we are going to submit to the submission group. So see you in next class. Bye bye.